Happy Friday! How are all the empathic sensitive souls doing today? Finally Friday. The weekend is here, or almost. About 8 hours to go. For me at any rate. How did the week play out for everyone? Were you on a high wire act? Were you balancing? Were you grounded? On Monday we pulled that gorgeous balancing act card. You are calm within no matter the fluctuation of outer circumstances. There are times when things are topsy-turvy, you're juggling 1,000 balls, you're unsure of your footing. Evaluate your life. Where does it need balance? And then restore that equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord. Success will be yours. You will find inner stability when you choose balance, focus, and level path. Did that work for you this week? This week it has been insane at work. And it has not been like the worst day ever. It has not been trauma and drama filled. It has just been busy. Crazy things are, the computer's not working right. Something very weird happened. So then we have to scramble to fix what the computer unfixed, type of thing, you know? So it was, for me, a balancing act of trying to keep my cool and my composure and not freak out and just process the work and try to understand what happened, which there's no understanding because it was a glitch. Everything completed except for a purchase order wasn't created. Now the stuff was out there marked as to be purchased, and it never created the purchase order. So then, we have to call the corporate office and say, hey, I don't know what happened. This is what's going on. Well, let's take a look. Oh, well, you're going to have to. I'm going to have to? Oh, boy. So then, you're scrambling to try to get whatever moved forward in the program. I had to call in reinforcements. I had to go to another coworker and say, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me? Praise the Lord, she did. And everything seemed to work out fine. I don't know what the end result's going to be today. If the purchase order is fulfilled, if everything's in the correct order, I don't know. But at least the glass, because I work in a glass manufacturing company, was purchased. And it should hit the floor and everything be produced. I'm like, wow, where is this coming from? This is just beyond abnormal, which it's good training for me as I step in transition into a new position. Really? We have to go through this though? And that was okay. I didn't totally get hyper ventilating, fixating, anxiety, panic. And it was really hard to keep breathing and not spiraling out of control. But I did it. And I was quite proud of myself. Because how often do we, when things go a little sideways, suddenly we're, ah! And that's what my coworker does. And because she does that, I can't, I have to be like the person of sound season, sound mind, sound. It's not going to work that way. We can't do it that way. And then she's arguing with me because it works on her program. It's not working on my program. And then all of a sudden it stops working on her program. See, I'm not the only one that it's not working on. Strange things. But to get her to calm down enough to listen that was a battle in itself. But it finally sank in what I was saying, that the system's not working that way for me. And then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Told you. And sometimes you can jokingly say, told you, you weren't listening. Oh, yeah, I wasn't. Really? So I always try to throw humor into the situation, because then it kind of lessens the harshness of the anxiety, the harshness of that panic attack, it takes the edge off. Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, oh, I know I'm right. So it was a crazy week. But trying to stay balanced, trying to stay grounded, trying not to let the uncertainty of the situation as it unfolded, is unfolding, is going to unfold, and I have to try to fix it. And I don't know how I'm fixing it, but that's where I go for others to help. Okay, I got this going on. Can you help me fix it? I don't know how this portion works because it's not normally what I do. Oh, yeah, sure, we can do that. Yay! And the more I try to take on more of a leadership type role, the more I realize you get more help being nice than screaming and complaining and throwing a hissy fit. Now, I try not to be a doormat because that doesn't help anybody anywhere, and especially me. But trying to be, okay, this is the help I need. I'm not sure how to do this. At another day, when we're not so in a time crunch, can you show me and explain this to me so I understand what's going on? So the next time I can fix it and I'm not scrambling to find somebody to help me. Sure, we can do that. Perfect. So learning how to, instead of pointing the finger and the blame, learning how to ask for help and ask for training, I'm trying to balance myself out. I'm calm within no matter the fluctuation of outer circumstances. Oh, there was a lot of outer circumstances. But trying to remain calm, and it's hard when you're an empath because you sense and feel all the uncertainty, all that fluctuation. You feel it. And when you feel it, it's hard to remain calm. That's where working on healing yourself comes in handy. It does. Because I know I'll be good no matter what the outcome is. Are there going to be topsy-turvy moments? Of course, it's life. But to know on the other side of the topsy or the other side of the turvy, I'll be okay. And not to totally stress out every time a topsy-turvy comes along. Because sometimes it's multiple times a day or a daily basis, or at least a couple times or once a week. But I call it learning life experience. So now the next time something like this happens, I know I got to contact corporate. I know I got to work with order entry. I know I got to finish processing so everything comes back sequenced. I know the steps I need to take. I have notes written down on all that stuff now. I need training on how to process it in order entry, and I'll get that training coming up in the next several months. So that's my high wire act. That's my, on one hand is the panic and the drama and the trauma and going on, and then on the other hand I have training, I have knowledge, I have notes, I know the steps I need to take. And isn't that helpful when you know what steps to take? Even if I can't fix it, I know who I need to ask to help. And that only comes from working on healing my inner self, on my inner emotions, my inner mental capacity to realize this is not my fault and I'm not taking the blame for it. This is something that happened and now I have to fix it. And these are the steps I need to do to fix the problem. And I try to look at that through the majority of the ups and downs, the topsy and the turvy in my life. Sometimes it's hard. So if you want to work on healing yourself, you want to work on getting to the place where you can be grounded and hold that high wire act and be balanced enough that you can handle whatever top or turf comes your way. If you want to work on healing that, let me know. As an intuitive emotional healer, I love helping people move forward and succeed in what they want to do. You have it all within you. Sometimes it takes help, a hand holding, and somebody to point at the correct door or point at the door that you want and say it's okay to unlock it and move forward. Sometimes you need to lock the one behind you and move forward. And it helps sometimes to have someone along to say, what do you want? How does that make you feel? And let's work through that. That's what I love to do. I love I love to help people move forward. If that's something you'd be interested in, drop a comment, send me a direct message, send me an email. Let me know how I can be of service to you. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday. Woohoo, it's Friday. And have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Stay grounded and calm. Breathe through it. If you got to do the box breathe, if you're at the point where you're totally panicking, do the fake cry. And that helps reset your nervous system. And it works. I've tested it out and it works. It helps. Okay, I can start thinking again. The panic is lessening and my brain is now functioning instead of going, ah! It helps. Let me know how I can help you. Drop me a comment, drop me a line, send me an email. Together, we can get through this thing called life, crazy as it is. Have a great weekend. Bye for now, everyone.